Hello and welcome to Whale Watch TV as we bring you episode 2 of our virtual Whale Watch series. Today we'll be taking you to Flinders Bay in Augusta, a beautiful place in the southwest of Western Australia. You'll be meeting Sunny, a very young humpback whale calf who was born much further south than where he should have been, which is actually up in the Kimberleys. We got to know Sunny over 2 months and we never realised the trust that we'd built with him and his mum was going to play such an important role in their survival in this interaction. So enjoy this tour. It's a very special one and you'll be amazed at what you witness. Hello and welcome to another virtual tour with Whale Watch Western Australia on a magnificent autumn day in Flinders Bay, Augusta. Everything was calm except the huge commotion unfolding in the middle of Flinders Bay. We could see all of this white water, and as we approached and stopped a couple of 100 meters away from the action, we could see 5 male humpback whales chasing after a very large female. And all of a sudden, there he is, little Sunny appeared, a young calf that we'd been getting to know over the last few weeks. It was quite unbelievable to watch this all unfold as little Sunny stuck close to mum while the big males were trying to get mum's attention. For the next 15 minutes we watched in awe as mum did everything she could to save her calf. You can see lifting him right up onto the middle of her back there. The males weren't interested in harming Sunny, not at all. They were just entirely focused on mum, so they sort of forgot Sunny was even there. What a beautiful photo. You can see mum lifting the head of her calf above the surface there, trying to ensure he was getting enough oxygen in. He was tiny though, as you can see, a very pale grey compared to mum. At only a couple of months old, Sunny was very vulnerable to this sort of a situation. The males for the next 15 minutes continued to chase and follow her, and it was at this point right here we were really worried. Sunny was exhausted. He was struggling to keep up with mum and wasn't able to lift himself up to the water surface to take a breath, depending on mum, as you can see here, leaning on her to enable him to get up to the surface to breathe. We were really worried because we didn't know what was going to happen next. Calves can drown in these situations through exhaustion, and you can see him trying to push up on mum. Poor baby was exhausted. We were really quite upset and worried. We couldn't do anything. We were about 115 meters away from this at the moment, and then mum dived and we sort of thought, well, what's going to happen here? Really concerned for little Sunny. And we waited and we watched patiently, and you can see it went very still and we were really concerned. And then all of a sudden someone pointed out to the right hand side and she appeared, and we could see mum bringing Sunny towards us. It was a very emotional moment. We knew what was happening. Mum recognised the sound of our vessel, and Sunny was brought right in underneath our duck boards here at water level. Look at that, he's so close to my sister Jade and her feet there, and mum was pushing him onto the side of the boat. She had no choice. We were her only option at that point. A huge distraction for these big males, and this is where she stayed for the next 45 minutes. She would swim around and around in circles. You can see her lifting her pectoral fin up to the surface there. What she's trying to do is actually swipe. You can see the big male there swipe him away as he tried to get close to show off to her. She was of course not interested in the males, but entirely focused on her baby and trying to keep her calf safe. What a beautiful image here. We can see mum's coming up to the boat and she's lifting her baby onto her back, trying to regulate both of their breathing. They'd been under so much pressure, they were both absolutely exhausted. Sunny, you can see here, is so much smaller than mum, very vulnerable, but he's starting to get his breathing back now. He's looking a lot more relaxed, and mum is a lot more relaxed. She's gone from being out of control to in control of the entire situation. One by one, the males are slowly starting to lose interest. They're getting a bit frustrated because look how close she is to us. It's unbelievable. She's coming right in towards the boat, literally bumping up against us at times to ensure the males can't get to her or her calf. It shows immense trust, and you can see her using that pectoral fin again to swipe out at another male coming a bit too close. And notice how Sunny is closest to us. She's wedged Sunny in the middle and she's keeping him safe. We were amazed then to see dolphins. You can see just in front to the left there as little Sunny slides off mum's back. They came in to see what all the commotion was about, and they acted quite aggressively towards the males and were sort of swimming around them, almost pushing them away, as mum yet again pivoted to keep Sunny closest to the boat. This meant the males couldn't approach from underneath or to the side of her, which kept Sunny safe. She was an incredibly determined female. She just simply was not giving up, and it was a very emotional encounter because her entire focus was on the survival of her baby. Very much like a human mother, she was doing everything she possibly could to ensure that she was protecting her calf and keeping her calf safe. Sunny was slowly starting to show signs that he was feeling a lot better, still very close to Mum, and Mum still, look at that, beautiful, giving that support to her baby and ensuring he was okay. He actually bumped into the side of our boat here. He got a little bit disorientated and just nudged in close through the momentum there as he tried to follow Mum underneath us. You can see the dolphins coming in now, and Sunny poking his beautiful little eye above the water to have a look. That's the big male in the background there. Now, he's been very persistent. The entire duration of the interaction, he's been very close to Mum, and he's basically the last man standing. He was the last male humpback to stay with the female and not give up. So in his mind, he was technically the winner. All the other males had left, which just left him. You see our little dolphin friend coming up here. The dolphins' relaxed energy helped soothe the whole encounter. Their playful mode almost snapped the males out of their more aggressive, competitive energy and allowed the whole situation to change. And you can see in both mum and calf, their body language is starting to relax and become more easygoing as they've got their breath back now and mum feels more in control. By this stage, we're about 45-60 minutes in. She's still making sure that male is keeping his distance. Another pectoral fin swipe there just to let him know. Now that mother and calf had gotten their breath back, they did swim off with this male who became the escort of the female and her calf and went from being competitive to now being extremely protective of this female because he had won the competition. We were very confident that now that Sunny had got his breath back and had a male protecting him, there was a very good future ahead for both Sunny and his mum. So it was a very happy ending to what was otherwise a truly extraordinary and rather stressful at times interaction, a tour we will always treasure. What an experience. Even still to this day, we get goosebumps and the adrenaline gets going every time we talk about or we relive by watching the videos of this very special day. It goes to show you that no matter what problem comes their way, humpbacks are brilliant at adapting, and it's something we could all take a little bit of right now in our lives. It goes to show that no matter where they are, the humpback whales are truly incredible in the way they live their lives, and there's nothing quite like the love of a mother humpback whale.